LSU fans. Tell me you don't want the data center. You're getting it anyway. Why wouldn't you make money and help the school? It's an OG&E break. We're here at Rob's Rant. Stay with us on the animal.
We should pick up the phone.
Connect with WWLS, the sports animal, anytime. Call the Lucky Star Lines at 405-900-WWLS. Text the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler Sports Animal Text Nation line at 405-900-9957.
What phone is that?
Tweet the Sports Animals X feed at Sports Animal. Always a way for you to join the conversation.
Ryan, pick up, over.
And deliver your take. 98.1 FM, WWLS, The Sports Animal, thesportsanimal.com, and the Sports Animal app.
Sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
According to Merriam-Webster, the word grand means magnificent, stately, majestic, lavish, sumptuous, grandiose, imposing in appearance or impression, sublime, intended to impress. Well, at the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort, we believe all of those definitions apply. From the table games, the Brazilian Steakhouse, the Grand Spa, the Grandstand Sports Bar, to the all-new Grand Food Court, Grand Casino Hotel and Resort will always live up to its name. Have a grand time at the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort in Shawnee. Don't we all deserve the grand treatment? GrandResortOK.com.
When your plumbing needs are more than you can handle and you need something stronger, call Roto-Rooter. Roto-Rooter can cure any of your household or business sewer and plumbing needs. Don't let your kitchen sink get the better of you. Roto-Rooter is the tool to solve it all. Our professional company has 30-plus years of development and has been used by millions of people just like you. Call your Roto-Rooter service agent today and ask how our plumbers can help you. So when that certain moment arises and you need some fast relief, call Roto-Rooter and your problems will be cleaned away.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Plumbing problems such as headaches, watery eyes, and mild irritation should be reported to your Roto-Rooter plumber. Toys flushed down the toilet will be retrieved, but we highly recommend that toys do not get returned to the children. If your sewer line has been destroyed by a jackhammer because you were building a racetrack in your backyard, this is a serious situation and will need immediate attention. Overflowing toilets will need to be quickly fixed as this causes major discomfort. Symptoms due to clogged drains will be relieved by a consultation with a Roto-Rooter professional. Any silverware that a child may have fed to the garbage disposal will be returned to the owner, but may have side effects such as damage to flatware. A lost ring down a sink drain may be retrievable, but you will be required to create your own story as to how it got there in the first place. Roto-Rooter. House calls are our specialty.
Paid for by Marr Law Firm, 3100 Northwest, 149th Street, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Allstate Insurance is under investigation from the United States Senate for altering damage estimates, lying to policyholders, and engaging in unfair practices to pay less on claims. Allstate makes up excuses to blame storm damage on issues like wear and tear, defective shingles, or even improper installation, leaving you to pay for expensive repairs yourself. Has Allstate wrongfully denied or underpaid your homeowner's insurance claim? You need to call the Marr Law Firm immediately and claim victory. The Marr Law Firm is Oklahoma's leading insurance bad faith law firm. For over 30 years, we have uncovered the insurance companies' schemes and brought them to light, and we never let the insurance companies forget it. Call now for a free evaluation of your claim. Call 1-800-865-8558. Again, 1-800-865-8558. That's 1-800-865-8558.
Michelin delivers long-lasting, fuel-efficient tires for the ultimate in driving safety and comfort. And your Michelin dealer delivers tire knowledge and expertise. Bring your car to T&W Tires for the Michelin tires you need to deliver the performance you want.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast.
I'm your host, Megan Klingenberg, and after interviewing so many dudes during this Men's World Cup, I'm so happy to be back with my U.S. Women's National Team players.
I know the U.S. Men's National Team has changed how I think about myself, how I think about being an American, how I think about being on a team.
It's 1 year out from that World Cup, and we're going to talk about the brightest prospects in U.S. soccer. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henkel. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City. The Sports Animal, a Cumulus station. It's hour number 2 with Jim Traber on 98.1 FM. WWLS, The Sports Animal.
It is hour number 2. I'm Jim Traber. Here today at Rob's Ranch. Path to Miracles. It's incredible what they're doing here in Purcell. I wanted to bring up something. Somebody messaged me on Instagram and said, you know, you're probably going to pick the team that you want. I promise you this, God is my witness. I will pick the team that gets the most votes. I promise you. I'm not. I mean, would I like for you to pick the Rams? Sure, because I kind of like the Rams. I'm high on the Giants. I'm high on the. I've always liked the Bills. And my new team that I think has a chance to get better is the Saints. But if you guys want to all jump in and pick, you know, Minnesota or somebody, Texans, I'm going to jump on board. And I'm going to talk about them on the radio.
Seems like a weekly sponsored segment for you, Jim.
You know what? Get the salespeople going. That's exactly right. They should figure that out. All right. 405-900-9957 is our Lucky Star line. It is also the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler text line. And a lot of things are happening in the world. What are your thoughts with that little last segment that I said before I go to the phones, J-Mo? What were your thoughts on that? On, you know, that data center, and there were people that were upset about it because of the water and the electricity. And then OSU had a chance that a $7 billion deal over 20 years. That's what this guy was saying that they could do. And they didn't want to be a part of it because they didn't want people in Stillwater, I guess. And by the way, if you live in Stillwater, and I'm not telling this the right way, I talked to a lot of people. So if you think I'm not telling it the right way, please call. But people in Stillwater are mad about the data center coming in. And so OSU said they didn't want to be any part of it. And then they're building it anyway. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know they've built one in Memphis. Elon Musk did, and it's obviously a very divisive issue. However, in terms of college football or college athletics in general, it seems like a strange time for a university of that magnitude to start to take a moral stance. When $7 billion is at play for your program, that seems like the kind of thing that a fan base would not get super caught up on the morality of it all and would want to cheer on a winning football team. So it seems a little peculiar to me, but I do recognize how divisive the issue is.
Dude, you are so on the money. That is beautifully put. Beautifully put. People, listen closely. Whatever school, I don't have to say it to the OU fans. Whatever school you're a fan of, you better start realizing that to win in football, you got to figure out ways to bring in money. That's what it is now. Until somebody, you know, starts running the thing and it becomes, it's not the Wild Wild West anymore. You got to do it. And OSU fans, you want to win in football, right? I mean, come on. You got to get after it. OSU's done some great things. Like I said, it was brilliant with those, with the tumbleweeds or whatever they're called. What's the name of that band? I can't remember. But anyway, what is it? Troubadours. Thank you. The Traveling Troubadours or whatever it is. The what is it? Turnpike. Thank you very much. Turnpike Troubadours. That's our man Justin over here. But anyway, Dustin or Justin. We'll call him Justin too, but his name is Dustin. My bad. But anyway, seriously, you're gonna have to say, if they're gonna build it anyway, then why don't you benefit? Why? Because you think people are going to be mad at the university because they're a part of it? Come on. That is so like 1990s. It's different now. To the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Jim, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, my man?
Hey, I'm good. Listen, I took your point seriously when we need people to think out of the box. If we don't have anybody that does that anymore. You know, when they announced these data centers, one of the first things the president said was build a power plant with the data, with the data center, and sell extra electricity. And I don't hear anybody talking about, well, we'll take the data center where you build a power plant to go with it.
Well, I mean, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this: who turned that down? Who was not happy about it?
Who's talked about it? Have you heard anybody even mention it? On all these arguments,
it's like they're scared. They're scared of it. I don't know what's going on up there. I mean, if that was, and that's a great idea. If you're worried about the power, then build another power plant. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Stillwater is a great place to go to school and a great place to live. I know that because I did live there afterwards for a little while and I went to school there. But some of the people up there are not forward thinking. They're not. Right? I mean, so that would be brilliant. If you're worried about not having enough power, then build a power plant. I like it.
You know, here's thinking out of the box ideal I'll throw at you. Years ago, they shut down the Uniroyal or Firestone plant, whatever it was, in Ardmore.
Right.
You know, they shut it down. They shut it down because they needed a piece of tooling that was $17 million. Well, hell, the state spends more money on that recruiting. Why wouldn't they go out to the state and say, buy this tooling for us, we'll keep our plant in Ardmore? And anything else you have, we'll negotiate.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot
of people don't think out of the box, man. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the way you got to do it now. So thanks, brother. Good call. Appreciate it. Okay. 405-900-9957. I would like to hear from some people in Stillwater. If you think I'm a bunch of crap, then call me up and say, Jim, you're dead wrong. I mean, I'd like to hear it. What's the reasoning for saying they're building it anyway, but OSU doesn't want to be a part of it and benefit from it? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm sorry. Back to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, me?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Hey, I want to know, you heard about SoFi and Notre Dame?
Yeah, thank you. I was just going to bring that up. Yeah, what, $18 to $20 million every year?
$20 million.
Yep.
$20 million. Why doesn't OU go to Conoco, Phillips, Williams, Phillips 66? I mean, they get $50 million a year to these oil companies is nothing.
I'm with you, dude.
I mean,
I'm 100% with you.
Hey, what about the water tower they're going to paint Dr. Pepper red there in Norman?
I know. That's pretty cool, man. It's going to be Fansville. I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, Fansville. I love the idea. It's going to look
I do, too. I'm with you. Thanks,
day.
man. You too, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't bring up Notre Dame. Notre Dame's making as much a year as the entire Big 12's making. I mean, that's unbelievable. It's just, and he's right about there's got to be an oil company here that would be willing to give OU $20 million. So somebody sent me, listen to this, dude. Just think about this for a second, okay? Last year, this guy just sent it to me on Instagram. Last year, the OU football uniform had the SEC logo on its right shoulder, okay? Got it?
I'm with you.
The uniform this year has the SEC logo right in the middle, like right under the V-neck of their jersey. Does that mean that they're making space to put something else over there? What do you think?
Or
why'd they move it?
Yeah, I really do.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like that would be exactly what they're doing.
I mean, that's exactly right. They got, what do they got? They got something on the other shoulder, the left. They got OU, I think, on the left shoulder. And then on the right shoulder last year, it was SEC. And then they moved it, what? What is it? Oh, the Jordan brand. Thank you. But, man, you're helping me, Dustin. Thank you, brother. Yeah, the Jordan brand is on the left shoulder with the, with Michael Jordan, right? The big fly guy.
A texter, Jim, is saying that is an SEC mandate. Everybody is moving the patch this year. I guess exactly what you're saying, to show an empty billboard that you can purchase.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the texter. Okay, so they're making every one of the SEC teams do that, and I'm sure that you're right. It's so that every SEC team can put something over there on that other shoulder. Hey, listen, if the NBA is doing it, right? The NBA does it. You're telling me that college football shouldn't do it? I mean, come on. I don't know, man. You got to think outside the box, man. You have to.
How far would you take it, Jim? Would you take it to the extent that, like, European soccer does with the big logo?
No. I just think that you find one person that's going to give you whatever they're willing to give you. I mean, like, for instance, I hate to say this so OSU fans don't get mad at me, but you might get $8 or $10 million a year. You might get $20 million a year. That's just the way life is. But the point of the matter is, get whatever you can. And I would hope that every school in the country, including both OU and OSU, are talking to people about that. Right? I mean, come on. You're on TV constantly. Every single player is going to have your little deal on it. Look at the NBA with loves for the Thunder, right? They got loves on their jersey.
That's right.
So why in the world wouldn't OU? See, people, let me say this one more time. You have to realize that college football is now a professional sport. It is not a college sport anymore, whether you like it or not. That's the truth. You have to realize that. Those days are gone. Do I wish they weren't gone? All you got to do is go to my Instagram right now and look at my story and see what I put up on my story on Instagram. I'll show you how I feel about how things are going nowadays. I can't stand the football that's played nowadays. It's the most sissified thing you've ever seen. I posted on my Instagram, not posted, I put it on my story. Go look at it. You'll see what football should be. Well, it's the same thing here. Do I wish that college football was back when you were on scholarship and blah? Yeah, I do, but it's not that way anymore. I'm 64 years old, dude. I'm old. I mean, I have to deal with things that are totally weird to me and crazy. OSU has done a good job. OSU is one of the schools in the country that's done a good job. The QR code I thought was brilliant. I don't know why they made them take it off, but whatever. I thought that was brilliant. And then, of course, the Turnpike Troubadours, they made a bunch of money off of that. Most of it was off of Tyler Adams drinking beer. Back to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Jim, I got a question for you here on the caller this time.
Go ahead. What do you got?
This weekend was the Hall of Fame weekend in Major League Baseball. 3 honorees inducted, including Andrew Jones, who has been on the ballot for 11 years before becoming a Hall of Famer. I believe Carlos Beltran was on the ballot for 5 years before becoming a Hall of Famer. What are your thoughts on Major League Baseball Hall of Fame voters making people wait for a certain amount of years before they induct them into the Hall of Fame?
Well, you've never heard my lecture on the Hall of Fame.
I've not.
But, okay, when I was 5 years old, I told my mom and dad I was going to play in the big leagues, okay? They patted me on the head and say, okay, go for it. To me, the Baseball Hall of Fame is sacred. I don't care about any other Hall of Fame. I mean, the college football Hall of Fame, they'll put in 30 dudes or whoever. NFL, all these other Hall of Fames, I don't care about them. The Baseball Hall of Fame, to me, is sacred. And I will tell you this, I don't care if you're my brother or if you're somebody that I can't stand. I have a high standard to get into that thing, all right? If I voted for the Hall of Fame, which, by the way, I'd be a great Hall of Fame voter. The problem is that, and I've had Tim Kirchin on this show at least 3 times in my 30-something years of talking to him about this exact thing. Some of these people feel like that they have to fill out the whole daggone thing every year. That is stupid. There are some years where I don't think there's one person that should get in. I would leave my ballot blank. There might be a year where I think 3 or 4. There's never a year that I would buy 5, 6, 7, 8 guys and vote for them. Here's the other thing. If I was voting for the Hall of Fame in baseball, forget about all the other ones. If I'm voting for the Hall of Fame in baseball, I'm going to do my unbelievable research on each person that is available. And in their first year, if I think they should be in, I'm voting for them. And then if I don't think they should be in, that vote will never change. There is no way that I would not say no to somebody in year 1 and yes in year 5. That's the way I believe the Hall of Fame should be. And I think the Hall of Fame should be so hard to get into that not many get in. That's my theory on the Hall of Fame of baseball. I wanted to go. Every baseball player wants to go to the Hall of Fame. No basketball player cares about going to the Hall of Fame, or football player. I mean, I guess they do a little bit, but baseball, the Hall of Fame is it. You have gone to first. Now, obviously, as I grew up and I got older, I realized the Hall of Fame was probably out of my reach. Didn't mean I didn't still want to be there. So does that make sense to you, dude? There is no way that I could say yes to something, no to something one year, and then the next year, unless somebody brought something up to me. You see what I'm saying?
I did. So you don't hold in high regard. You're not like, oh, I can't vote for this guy because the first ballot Hall of Famer has to be meaningful. If somebody deserves to get in, you're going to vote for him every time.
I'm going to vote for him every daggone time if I think that they belong in. And if they don't belong in, the first year, the second year, the 50th year, I'm voting no. My vote will not change.
Would you have voted for Beltran, Andrew Jones, and Jeff Kent?
I'd have to look it all up, but just off the head of my surface, I would not vote for Andrew Jones. Sorry, Braves fans. You can get mad at me if you want to. I would have voted for Beltran. I think he was an incredible superstar. And Jeff Kent, I have an interesting thing with Jeff Kent because I got to know him a little bit. His cousin played with me in the minor leagues. So I know the very first game that I was with the Diamondbacks and the Giants came in, I was down by the cage when the Giants were hitting, and he walked over to me and said, "Hey, did you play with Bubba?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "He's my cousin." I said, "Wow." So we got to know each other a little bit. He's a good dude, but to me, the only reason why I would vote for him would be the position. And I don't like that very much either. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Second base, if you're killing the ball, that gives me a little bit more credit, if that makes any sense. Now, if he would have been an outfielder, first baseman, third baseman, no. But as a second baseman, he would be close. But I wouldn't vote for Andrew Jones. I mean, look, the guy was a great player. I mean, I watched him a whole bunch. But I'm sorry, I just don't... There's so many. Fred McGriff is a very good friend of mine.
Crime dog.
Played against him a lot. He's been on this show a couple of times. I would not vote for Fred McGriff. I've looked his numbers over very clearly. He was a great, great player. That just shows you the level of what I think it should take to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And I'm not somebody, I don't expect anybody to agree with me. Because guess what? They didn't grow up sitting there, thinking about the Hall of Fame like I did. Does that make any sense at all?
It does. Well, I have you here because I know we got to take a break. So next year's first-time candidates, the two top ones, would be Buster Posey and John Lester. Again, I know you're not doing a deep dive on the stats right now, but just your gut instinct, would those two guys be Hall of Famers?
I would say both of them are no.
Really?
I mean, just off the top of my head, Buster Posey was a really good catcher. Now, he is known for changing the game because his leg got broken, and now you can't hit a catcher, so that makes me mad. But that's not his fault. Buster Posey was a really, really good player. I'm not saying these dudes weren't good. I mean, Lester could flat out pitch. But for me, it isn't about being really, really good. It's about being elite. For me, you have to be elite. Was Buster Posey, here's my question for you, and I don't know the answer. Was Buster Posey ever the best catcher in the entire league?
See, that's what would be tough. Maybe before that gruesome injury where they changed all the rules. Because he won the MVP, right? In
Did Buster Posey win an MVP?
I think so. In like 2010.
I don't remember him winning an MVP. Did he? Okay, if he won an MVP, well, if he won an MVP, then he was definitely the best catcher in the league that year.
Yeah, he was the 2012 MVP.
So I'd have to, like I said, I'd have to deep dive into it. You got to really look into it, But off the top of my head, I would say no on both of them. I don't just go by statistics or winning or anything like that. I go by all of them combined. And, Posey had a tough one. Like, I'm going to tell you this right now, and this has a little bias with me, but you know who should be in the Hall of Fame that's not in there?
Who's that?
Mattingly.
Donnie Baseball.
Let me tell you something, dude. You can't hold somebody out. What's his name out there? What's his name? Not Drysdale. Who's the guy that pitched for the Dodgers? Sandy Koufax. Koufax is in the Hall of Fame, and he should be. But he got hurt, and he didn't keep playing. So I think Mattingly, the numbers that dude put up before he got hurt, he was unbelievable, man.
1985 MVP, 86 runner-up for MVP there.
Oh, he was incredible, man. I played against him. Oh, he was my boy, man. He could hit. Oh, my gosh, he could hit. I love the way he hit. But I am a little biased on him. But I would think if I actually had a vote, I would look things over. I don't think if you're dominating the daggone baseball league for 6, 7, 8 years and you get hurt, don't you think he was going to continue to dominate?
You would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, Sandy Koufax, you go by look at his numbers, dude. He didn't play that long. But he was dominant when he played. I mean, Mattingly wasn't going to suddenly not be able to hit if he didn't get hurt. He hurt his back really bad. What is he supposed to do? It's a very sore subject with me, man, the Hall of Fame. Because I just think that so many people want to dumb it down. And they probably will. 20 years from now, when I'm dead and gone, well, it might be 5, but when I'm dead and gone, something will happen.
Jim, I actually think you're exactly right. I think baseball is the only one that has remained where it actually is a Hall of Fame. You have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the only one that is worth anything whatsoever. And even though there's years like this where we're arguing about whether guys should get in, they still do a pretty good job of making sure that it is the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I agree. And it should be that way. Time for an OG&E break. We're here at Rob's Ranch, nonprofit Christ Center Recovery Center for Men. I'm down here in Purcell. 30, 60, and 90-day options here in Purcell. And then the outpatient office is in Edmond. And that's for everybody if you're having problems. But listen, it's so wonderful because people come out of this and their families and everybody are so happy. And you can be that too. If you need help, let me know. You can always message me on Instagram at Jim Traber. Go look at my story too. It's called Real Football. We'll be back. More calls, texts. We're going to be doing it until Barry Tramwell comes up right here on the Leader in Sports, The Animal.
But first, breaking news. Tap into the WWLS mobile app today for the latest stories, events, podcasts, and news from the Sports Animal. And now sports. Available for free at the App Store and Google Play. Catch live audio and video streams and much more inside the WWLS mobile app. Powered by Chapel Supply, the nation's leading dealer of American-made cleaning equipment, chemicals, parts, and service. 98.1 FM, WWLS. The Sports Animal.
One of the first things that I did was put my cell phone on the normal default font. And that alone was just such a huge wow moment for me.
At ClearSight, we want you to experience real freedom from readers and bifocals.
Hi, I'm Dr. Luke with ClearSight LASIK and Lens. With custom lens replacement, we can give good distance vision, near vision, everything in between to allow people to see what they used to be able to see.
CLR has completely changed my life. In the past, I would open up my computer and start immediately feeling around on my desk. Where's my reading glasses? I can't tell you the last time I put on a pair of reading glasses. Probably the morning that I had my procedure done, and I haven't put them on since.
Tired of searching for readers here, there, and everywhere? Find out if you can lose your readers and bifocals on purpose. Right now, get 0% financing for up to 36 months. To schedule your free consultation, call 405-733-2020 or visit clearsight.com today.
Sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Summer is here, and so are the best deals of the year at Diffie Ford Lincoln in El Reno. Our summer sales event brings special offers across the board on all our new Ford and Lincoln lineups. And it's the best time of year to maximize the value of your trade-in. At Diffie Ford Lincoln, your satisfaction is our highest priority. We strive to make every visit smooth, welcoming, and worthy of the Diffie name. We invite you to visit us. Diffie Ford Lincoln, I-40 West, exit 125 in El Reno.
Beats and Bites is back for its 10th anniversary. Join us to celebrate a decade of delicious food, incredible live music, and unforgettable memories at Riverwind Casino. Don't miss the fun with Jake Owen, with Jordan Rayner, Saturday, August 8th. Book your tickets online or at the box office for only $10.
Hey, have you been to a Louis Grill and Bar for lunch lately? Because everybody else has. Their Choose 2 combo meals for $10. It has absolutely blown up to the point we're extending it until 4 p.m. now. Listen up. Hit your local Louis. There's one everywhere. And just pick 2 items from the menu of salads, sandwiches, pizza, and more. And it's just $10. And now 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Amazing. There is always something great going on at Louis.
Looking for the best deals on guns and gear? Head to H&H Shooting Sports to take advantage of these huge manufacturer rebates. Buy select Sig Sauer pistols and get a free Foxtrot EDC flashlight. Plus, buy select Springfield Model 2020 rifles and score a free XDM Elite 10mm pistol. Don't miss out. Visit Oklahoma's headquarters for guns and gear, H&H Shooting Sports, located just off I-40 and Meridian and OKC.
Hey, you want a great lock of the week from me? Then you need to go see the guys over at T&W Tire. They got the best customer service from any of the many locations in Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Kansas, and Louisiana. And if you're in Oklahoma City and need an oil change or work done on your vehicle, do like me. Go see Luke and the gang. Just tell him you want the WWLS deal. Now, that's what I call a guaranteed lock of the week if I've ever heard of one. T&W Tire offers 24-hour roadside service and a variety of other services to get your vehicle back on the road where it belongs.
You're going to love this one, man. Whether you're a student, parent, or a teacher, we all could use extra cash to kick off the school year. I know that's right. That's why we're giving 5 winners $1,000 in cash to spend on any of your back-to-school needs. Head to thesportsanimal.com now to enter this national contest for your chance to win a back-to-school shopping spree. Remember, all you got to do is go to thesportsanimal.com.
The Sports Animal Studios, powered by the OKC Thunder. Level up your game this summer at Thunder Youth Basketball Camps, presented by Simple Modern. Kids ages 6 to 16 across Oklahoma can learn new skills, compete, and have fun. Find a camp near you at OKCThunder.com/summer camp.
Here today at Rob's Ranch in Purcell. By the way, you can always, if you're feeling like you need to give a little bit to a charity, you can always go to robsranch.org and go to the bottom of the page, and there's a little bar down there that says donate. If you want to give some money to them, they would love it. They're giving scholarships to people. They're helping people get help. And that's what I love about it. And we're going to be raising more money for them, hopefully sometime in August as we get ready to pick the team that I'm going to be cheering for. Okay, we got open lines, which is unacceptable. Let's fill them up. 405-900-9957. That's our Lucky Star line. Also, the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler text line. 405-900-9957. Remember it. Let's get to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I live in Purcell. I want to say I appreciate everything you do. You're an awesome.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate that.
I have a thought about the LSU situation.
Go right ahead.
It's an agricultural school.
Right.
And agriculture and data centers don't go together. So do they feel hypocritical if they accept their money? I would, as a sports fan, I would love for them to take that money. But as an agricultural school, is it ethical? Are they hypocritical if they do that?
Listen, dude, listen, it is a great dilemma. But let me say this to you. If they want to win in football, they have to realize that some of those old things like you're talking about, which I know, I went to school there. It sounds like you did too. You're right. Agriculture is huge. But you have to realize that things are different now. It's 2026. I went to school there in 1979. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. There's more kids there for the agricultural reasons than there is to play football. So I think they're riding a fine line.
That's a good point. Good point. That's a great, listen, dude, that's a great phone call. I have to agree with everything you're saying. So the school it's going to have to decide, can we make a couple agricultural people upset and be better in football? Or will we just be an average football program to make everybody happy who cares about the ag stuff? I mean, that's what they're going to have to do.
I totally agree. I have one other question for you, sir.
Okay.
As far as your voting for the team you're going to support, are we going on the most votes or the most money?
Well, we're going to go on the votes. I mean, I guess I could go do most money, but I think probably the best. You think so?
I'm sorry. I think the more money would be more. I think whoever gets you the most money should be the way you go, because if everybody gets $5, but there's a few that give 20 for each team, well, that team's gonna have 10 or 20 more dollars.
Yeah. Okay. Most money. All right. I will take it into consideration. Thank you, my man. Good stuff. Yeah. If somebody has a favorite team, they might give $500 and. That could be the winner. Listen, my number one goal is to raise as much money as we can for Rob's Ranch, because I want people like my man Dustin over here and others that they can come to here and not worry about anything, just get better. That's all I care about. So I think what do you think about that idea, J-Mo, to have the most money instead of the most, whatchamacallits?
Most votes. I like the most money.
Votes.
I like the most money, and I like a tier system to make people. If you want Jim to cheer for a team, he's not super bullish on. You better pony up the Brinks truck.
Yeah, gotta get the money in there. That's what it's all about, and the money's not going to me. I promise. I promise. After this past weekend down in Durant, I maybe wish it did, but it's not gonna. Back to the phones. 405-900-9957. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Talking to me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Jim, I was calling to talk to you about, I heard you talking about Hall of Fame and whatnot. The weird thing about MVP is people get confused whether it's the biggest, most famous person or whether it's the best athlete. Like, that's the argument.
Right. I mean, I don't care at all about fame. Yeah, I'm with you. You're right. There's so many people that vote on so many different things, and I don't know. It's not that hard just to say, is this guy a Hall of Famer? Let's look it up. If he is, vote for him. If he isn't, don't vote for him. How do you vote for a guy one year and then or not vote for him, and then next year do vote for him?
You feel sorry for them. You think they deserve to be in, whatever. You know, people's opinions change, and people don't have opinions that stay grounded. You know that as well as I do, Jim.
Yeah, I don't like it, but you're probably right, my man. Thank you.
But my thing is, they ought to make like a celebrity part of the Hall of Fame and just put like the Odell Beckham wing, where you were famous for being a great player, but you didn't do anything. Like Odell Beckham's like the epitome of like the superstar athlete that doesn't achieve anything.
Yeah,
because he's so famous. Like a lot of people know who he is, but not due to his on-field performance.
Yep, good stuff. Thanks for the call. What I've said for a long time is, I think as far as, like, for instance, Pete Rose, you know, everybody can't stand me because I think Pete Rose should not be in the Hall of Fame. What I would do if I was a Hall of Fame, J-Mo, see if you like this idea, is I would start a wing for players that cheated. That's what I would do. I would start a wing, and I would say, if you want to walk in this room, you got to realize that these people cheated the game, even though they belonged in the Hall of Fame. They cheated it. So you put in Shoeless Joe, you put in Pete Rose, you put in McGuire, you put in Barry Bonds, you put in Roger Clemens, and guess what? That to me hurts even more than not putting them in for me. And you call it the cheaters wing. How about that? How about you do that?
I don't know if it has to be exclusively the cheaters wing, but I do think you've tied up the people that are like, the Hall of Fame is supposed to show a history of the game. Okay, we'll show the history of it. These guys cheated. They get to be in the Hall of Fame as well, but in a separate area where they cheated.
I like that, yeah. And call it, like I said, call it the cheaters wing. If you don't want to go in, like if I went to the Hall of Fame, I wouldn't go in there. I don't want to see those guys. But if you do want to, all you people crying about Barry Bonds and Pete Rose, you can go in there and realize, yeah, they cheated. They cheated. I saw a picture of Barry Bonds the other day. I guarantee you his hat size has dropped 3/4, maybe an entire size.
He was terrible on the broadcast for the All-Star game. Jim, 2 texters with the same exact idea. They said, call it the wing of infamy instead of the Hall of Fame. It's the wing of infamy.
I like that. I like it. I'm in. I like it a lot. I do. I like it. Yeah. I mean, to me, if I cheated the game of baseball and I was good enough to be a Hall of Famer, I'd rather not be in than being in a wing that's for cheaters. How about you? Which one would you want?
No, I would not like to be in the cheaters wing. I'd rather be in the Hall of Fame or none at all.
Thank you. That's exactly right. I saw Roger Clemens the other day talking. What a joke.
Hey, his son's turned it on, Jim.
Yeah, his son can hit. There's no doubt, yeah. Now his other son does a podcast. And he had Roger on, and they were talking about the best players and stuff. And I made a comment, and of course against Roger, and his son came back at me, and we went back and forth. It wasn't ugly or anything; it was pretty cool. But I just can't stand Roger Clemens. Can't stand him. Of course, he drilled me. I got a question on my Instagram today. The guy asked me, "Who hits you the hardest ever in football, and who hits you the hardest in baseball?" With a pitch,
right?
And Roger Clemens was one of the 2 guys that I brought up at drilling me. The other was Dwayne Ward. Dwayne Ward hit me with a 101 fastball, and I'm telling you right now, I had to not cry in front of about 50,000 people. It hurt so bad. Matter of fact, it hurt for about 2 weeks. 101 mile an hour fastball right in the back. I had a bruise. Have you ever had a back spasm?
I don't think I have.
So, people all the time go, back spasms, what are those? They hurt so bad, dude, I can't explain it to you. They really do. I mean, they hurt so bad. And they're up under like your like wing bone. Your little wing bone, your scapula. They happen up underneath there. Well, that's exactly where I got hit. I had to get x-rays because I thought my scapula might have been broken. But he hit me so hard, dude. Oh, my gosh. And then Clemens hit me in the leg, which, people say that's better, but that's okay. I got him back. I hit a double with the bases loaded and then screamed at him and told him, "Do you want to fight? Let's go," on second base. And he backed down like the little sissy that he is. Back to the phones. You're on The Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim. How are you, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
Stillwater.
Yeah, good, man. You're going to help me with this at all? Tell me what you think.
Well, I'm sorry to change the subject on you, but I had heard on the news that the Chickasaw were supporting OU this year financially.
I heard that too. Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're going to put a patch on the jersey.
Okay. Well, I hope that's right because that's good. Maybe they're going to get some good money. Have you heard anything about how much money it is? Do you know anything about that?
Nah, just something that was said on the news the other day. And I was just barely listening.
Yeah, that's okay. Somebody else messaged me about that too, and maybe we're going to see a Chickasaw. Maybe we're going to see their patch on there, and that'll mean that they're obviously paying a lot of money.
Yeah, I would think they're going to, and shoot, they've got the money.
Oh, there is no doubt that they have definitely got the money.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, man. Thanks. Good stuff. Appreciate you very much. Yep. By the way, I was going to tell you this, that, what was I going to say? Daggone it. Gosh, I can't remember. Oh, that drives me crazy when I'm thinking, I know. This guy says they should call it the Hall of Shame. That's a good one, too. Of course, Al Esbeck has that. The Hall of Shame. He has a walk. He goes, let's walk to the Hall of Shame. Pretty good stuff. The Walk of Shame. I'm stupid. It's the Walk of Shame. My apologies. Time for an OG&E break. Save up to 20% on your monthly bill at no additional cost. Visit OG.com/efficiency. I'm here today at Rob Ant's Christ-centered nonprofit recovery center for men. I'm down here in Purcell. They got 30, 60, and 90-day options. Also, the outpatient office in Edmonds for everybody. But I'm telling you, it is an unbelievable thing that they're doing here. They've got some great words that go with what they do. Hope, grace, recovery, spiritual growth, opportunity, restoration. Just an unbelievable place. If you know somebody that needs the help, or maybe it's you, please don't hesitate. Message me on Instagram, whatever you want. I will help get you with the right people. Okay? We can do it. A lot of people have done it, and you can too. We'll be back. More calls and texts. Remember, I'm taking them for another hour, so let's fill the phone lines up right here on the leader in sports, the Animal.
Tap in with the WWLS app today. Stream the Sports Animal. Find WWLS events, live shows, and play-by-play, sports news, and, of course, all the WWLS podcasts. All totally free with no subscription fees. Score the WWLS app today from the App Store or Google Play. Search WWLS 98.1 FM, WWLS, the Sports Animal, and streaming to you on the WWLS app.
Between work, family, and everything in between, finding time to schedule a doctor's appointment isn't easy. That's why McBride Orthopedic Hospital gives you a better option, self-scheduling. It works around your life. No phone calls, no waiting on hold. Just visit mcboh.com. Pick your time. McBride does the rest. Self-scheduling is simple, flexible, and it puts you in control from the very first step. Self-scheduling is my favorite way to go at McBride. It can be yours too. Go to mcboh.com now to schedule an appointment. You'll love it. I do.
Physician owned.
This summer, take the Route 66 road trip at Lucky Star. Final stop, August Progressive Payday. Win your share of $162,500 in cash with hourly drawings every Saturday night in August and get 5 times the entries every Friday. This summer, all roads lead to Lucky Star. Come and get your luck.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000.
I wish we could eat breakfast all day. Fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon, Boomerang Diner serves breakfast all day. Let's go right now.
We're here for breakfast lovers all day long. At Boomerang Diner, it all starts here.
When your car's acting crazy, your destination's clear. The Top Auto Shop for total car care.
Maybe it's hot outside. Is your vehicle's AC having a tough time keeping up with the summer heat? We'll bring it into any of our local AMCO centers and let our trusted technicians take a look. We'll get you back on the road in comfort. And America is celebrating its 250th anniversary. And to help commemorate this, we are giving away a free fuel treatment with any qualifying service over $250 this month only. Be sure to ask your AMCO Center manager for details. Hi, this is Wade Boyd Carter for AMCO, reminding you about our free vehicle courtesy check, too. AMCO, locally owned and operated with 7 locations in the Oklahoma City Metro and 3 in Tulsa. You'll find AMCO in Edmond, Midwest City, Norman, Southwestern, Rockwell at Northwest Expressway, 39th I-44 Service Road behind Lowe's, and in Yukon.
Don't let car problems ruin your fun. For total car care, AMCO's #1. AAMCO.
AMCO.
First American Artistry takes the big screen August 7th and 8th at the Holba Passachie Native Film Festival, only at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur, Oklahoma. Free and open to the public, the festival will highlight indigenous forces in cinema, empowering and lifting voices in film. Inside the Anole Theater, a collection of documentaries, television, short films, and feature films will captivate audiences with stories told through the lens of First Americans. See special screenings from Sandra L. Denny, Jennifer Podemski, Camille Nighthorse, Blake Pickens, John Gibbs, Mike J. Marin, Eric Hernandez, and Isaac Trimble. And participate in a Q&A panel with headliners Amber Mid-Thunder and Jane Myers. Witness more movie magic with photos on the red carpet, filmmaker interviews, presentations, and discussions centered on First American filmmaking. Get ready for 2 days of films and fun at the Holba Passachie Native Film Festival, August 7th and 8th at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur. Learn more at ChickasawCulturalCenter.com.
Take the Sports Animal with you wherever you go with the Sports Animal app. You can stream anytime, anywhere, catch up on WWLS podcasts, see the latest play-by-play schedule, sports news, headlines, and more. Download it today in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. 100% free with 0 subscription fees.
Now it's time for the Air Comfort Solutions winning call of the day. Make the winning call at 405-721-3740.
Here today at Rob's Ranch, I'm going to give the call to that guy who talked about Stillwater and the stuff with the agriculture. I thought that was a great phone call. We had a lot of really good calls so far. By the way, Fox NFL comes out with their power rankings. You want to know who they ranked third? J-Mo, just take a guess.
Ranked third. I can't even venture one.
The Ravens. What a joke.
I should have guessed that given our discussion earlier in the show.
You should have. The Rams 1, the Denver Broncos 2, and then the Ravens 3. Then it goes Seattle, New England, the Bills, the Eagles.
Are people down with the Niners, I guess.
Oh, that's the Bears. Yeah, the Bears. Then Houston, the Bengals, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Kansas City. And it goes, my Steelers, that are not my Steelers anymore, are 24th. Yeah, see, look, we can just look at these teams at the bottom. I'm not going to be the Cardinals. I'm not going to be the Dolphins. I'm not going to be the Jets. I'm not going to be the Raiders. I'm not going to be the Falcons. Somebody said, where's Kansas City? Kansas City's 13.
Frank Reich, the new offensive coordinator for the Jets, though. I like him.
Yeah. Is he going to play quarterback too? Or
well,
what?
He's not going to do that, I don't think, but I do like him.
I guess Mahomes is going to be interesting. He's healthy, ready to go. Ben, he's our resident Chiefs fan. He said, does everyone think that Mahomes forgot how to play quarterback all of a sudden? I don't know. Listen, that's a tough division because I think that obviously Denver's really good. A lot of people like the Chargers. Raiders might be a little bit better.
Jim, somebody asked, would you be a Cardinals fan for $500 donated to Rob's Ranch?
Wow. That'd be unbelievable.
Be great for Rob's Ranch.
I'll tell you what. If you give $500 to Arizona for Arizona Cardinals and somebody else gives $1,000 for another team, then I'll be the other team.
How about that? I like it.
I'll tell you this. Of all the teams that I can't stand, that are not going to be on my list, if you give $1,000, I'll be a fan. But it has to be one person, though. I'm not talking about if you want me to be a Dallas Cowboy fan, and I will have to throw up in my mouth every single night, but if you give $1,000 to Rob's Ranch, then I will be a Dallas Cowboy fan.
I think it's a great deal, Jim. Doing it for a good cause.
One person. That's going to be, you know what, this might, if I'm a fan of the Cowboys, it might be the year they do something.
How about that?
I mean, they're not bad. I mean, although, and they've got the fat boy out of there. Yeah, I know. I'm not ever taking the Ravens. I can promise you that. I mean, someone could put $50,000 in there, and I'm not taking the Ravens. To the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good. Good to have you back. Glad to hear you had a good time up there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So on the Rob's Ranch thing, my suggestion would be, I kind of like the money thing. So it's like $5 gets you a boat. So if you put in $20, you get 4, right? Or you could do $10 or something like that.
Well, that'd be a good way to do it. Or like we said, the more money we get on the team, we'll just that'll be the team. Instead of the most votes, it'll be the most money. So if somebody really wants me to be a team, like if you're a Detroit Lions fan and you really want me to be a fan with you this year, well then, throw in 100, So we'll see. I'm just wanting to raise a bunch of money for Rob's Ranch.
I'll be putting in some money, but it's just to warn you, it's going to be on the Bears, so get ready.
That's okay. I wouldn't mind that. I'm not a big Caleb Williams fan, but I respect the heck out of him. And I love Ben Johnson. I love Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
I just think he's great, man.
Okay, hey, real quick, so my question was, so you're going to Vegas this weekend, let's say, and you got to pick one college team that you for their win total that's going to be kind of the surprise team. And then you got to pick one college team that's going to go under their win total. You think that, they're going to be the team that has a bad year. And then the same thing for the NFL. So if you were to go out there and put season bets on, who would be the 4 teams?
Okay, well, the under in college I've already bet, and that's Indiana. I think that their schedule is a lot harder than it was last year. And I'm sorry, Hoover is not the quarterback that the big fella was. So I think they're losing at least 2 games, and their total is like 10.5. So I've already bet that with the Fat Jack. An over team. Now, I haven't studied enough yet, but there is one team that I agree with J-Mo on, and that's the Cal Bears. Okay?
Interesting.
And listen, the Cal Bears are not very good. I'm not saying they are, but I think they're a little better. What's their number again, J-Mo?
6.5.
Yeah, I think that if you look at their schedule, I think that they could do something pretty good. So that's one of the teams that I'm looking at. In the pros, I don't know what the total is for the Saints, but I'm high on the Saints. I'm just telling you, I like what they did at the end of the year last year. And then the team that I bet under is the Ravens. I think if you bet the Ravens every daggone year, you're going to win. People are in love with the Ravens. I'm not saying they're not a good ball club, but my gosh, every single year I hear the same thing. Lamar Jackson is an unbelievably talented kid, but I've probably watched him play 30 games in his career, and a lot of times against the Steelers, and he will figure out a way in a big game to do something stupid. He does it all the time. So that's probably my teams right now.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks for the call, brother. Yeah. Appreciate it very much. Yeah. I don't even know what. I'm sure the Ravens are at least, 11.5? I don't even know what they are. What are they, 12? The way people.
It looks like 11.5 is what it's set for.
Jiminy Christmas.
To go over, it's plus 120. I'm assuming to go under, it's like minus 110, minus 115, something like that.
So that means more people are betting them under.
It is, yeah.
I would love to see when you're done with your 3 jobs, just do about 10 minutes of research for me. I would love this. You give me the last 10 years of the Ravens number of what it's been and what they turn out. I'm going to make a prediction 7 out of the 10 times they went under. Maybe more, but I'm just saying. And they've had some they've had some good years. I'm not saying it. But do you think that they're the 3rd-rated team in the NFL right now?
I do not. That's a lot of turnover to have consistent success. Not to mention they won, 8 games last year? I know there's a lot of injuries, but please.
Well, everybody has injuries. My gosh, the Steelers get hurt every daggone year. It's the way life is. Seattle wins a Super Bowl. What, they lose their running back? Stop it. Seattle is beneath them. Come on. Get out of here. The New England Patriots might be the number one up-and-coming team in the entire league. Them and Denver. They got Denver at number 2, and they got the Patriots beneath the Ravens. Get out of here. Stop it. Yeah, the Bills. Look at the Bills. They got a new coach, right? They got an offensive guy in there. So I'm good. What are you going to say?
The Athletic, very different on the Ravens. 16th in the league, the Athletic has ranked the Ravens.
And you know what? The people that write for the Athletic know what they're doing. They're good. The Athletic is good. So sick and tired of watching people rank the Ravens so daggone high. It's ridiculous. And remember, people, that's where I'm from. Of course, I've been a Steeler fan for 59 years now, ever since I knew what football was. All right, we're done, dude. Great job as usual.
Thanks, Jim. Talk to you tomorrow.
See you, my man. OG&E break. Save up to 20% on your monthly bill. Visit OG.com/efficiency. No additional cost. I am here at Rob's Ranch today. Path to Miracles. Nonprofit Christ Center Recovery Center for Men. We're down here in Purcell. We'll continue to tell you about the great things they do. Remember, we're going to keep taking phone calls. Al Esbeck is out still. He'll be back on the 10th, which, by the way, is his 50th anniversary. We'll tell you all about that. Stay with us on The Leader in Sports, The Animal.
Click on thesportsanimal.com. Recently redesigned and refreshed for you.
Welcome to the internet, my friend. How can I help you?
Always your home to stream WWLS and catch up on podcasts. Plus, get the latest headlines from the world of sports. Chime in on sports polls. Score the play-by-play schedule and event info, contests, and much more. All online now at thesportsanimal.com.
Sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Hey, you want a great lock of the week from me? Then you need to go see the guys over at T&W Tire. They got the best customer service from any of the many locations in Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Kansas, and Louisiana. And if you're in Oklahoma City and need an oil change or work done on your vehicle, do like me. Go see Luke and the gang. Just tell him you want the WWLS deal. Now, that's what I call a guaranteed lock of the week if I've ever heard of one. T&W Tire offers 24-hour roadside service and a variety of other services to get your vehicle back on the road where it belongs.
There's something about this time of year that reminds you what it means to be in Oklahoma. The long days, the wide open roads, and a truck you can count on to get you where you're going. That's what summer was made for. And nobody knows that better than the people right here in Oklahoma. And right now, Seth Wadley Ford is making it even easier to get behind the wheel. You can take $15,000 off MSRP on new Ford F-150 models, with plenty to choose from across our locations in Pauls Valley, Perry, and Ada. At Seth Wadley Ford, the price you see is the price you pay, and we intend to keep it that way. No games, no surprises, just an honest deal from an Oklahoma name you can trust. Plus, every purchase is backed by my personal promise of oil changes and engines for life at no cost to you. Visit a Seth Wadley Ford dealer today or find us online at SethWadleyFord.com. Because the truth costs less at Seth Wadley Ford. New Ford F-150 is $15,000 off MSRP on select models. Stock number SFA 22271. Taxes, title, license, and fees additional. Offer expires August 3rd, 2026. See dealer for details.
Paid for by Marr Law Firm, 3100 Northwest 149th Street, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Last week, the Oklahoma Attorney General filed a lawsuit against State Farm for violating Oklahoma's consumer protection and anti-racketeering laws by using secret internal schemes to deny or reduce paying its policyholders for storm damage to their homes. If State Farm wrongfully denied or underpaid your homeowner's insurance claim, you need to call the Marr Law Firm immediately and claim victory.
Call 1-800-435-8558. Again, that's 1-800-435-8558.
This summer, take the Route 66 road trip at Lucky Star. Final stop, August Progressive Payday. Win your share of $162,500 in cash with hourly drawings every Saturday night in August and get 5 times the entries every Friday. This summer, all roads lead to Lucky Star. Come and get your luck.
At
At Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, we love what makes this state special. Neighbors showing up for each other.
That same spirit powers Coats for Kids.
One coat means a warmer walk to school. One less worry for a family when the cold sets in.
Last year, that generosity brought in more than 7,000 coats.
This year, you can help.
Donate a new coat at any Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance office or ask your local OKFB agent.
Coats for Kids.
Because in Oklahoma, taking care of each other is simply what we do.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City, the Sports Animal, a Cumulus station.
This hour is brought to you by Advanced Laser and Cataract Center. If you want to see far and you want to see near, you need to come here.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out. And now, Oklahoma City Sports Radio gets serious with the dominant duo, Jim Traeger and Al Ishbak. It's Total Dominance on 98.1 FM, WWLS, the Sports Animal.
To my man Jeremy Gray out here at Rob's Ranch in Purcell. It's a great day. Hot, but I'm not outside, so that's a good thing. And I think my man Tony is here. Tony, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just trying to get plugged in here, but yeah, I'm good.
Now, let me ask you a question. I think Mr. Adams is doing the show on Friday. Are we going to play some music with him?
He was lobbying to play Gideon last week, and Gideon was having none of it. So if you,
well, Gideon would have blown his doors off.
I don't think he realized that, but yeah, if you guys want to, that's cool.
Well, I wonder if Tyler.
I can guarantee he's going to be fired up for it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let him know. Good, text him, will you, Louie? Text Tyler and say we're playing music on Friday. What are Tyler's years?
Wasn't he 95 to 05 or something like that?
Was that what he was?
I thought so.
No, 2008.
Oh, was it 2008? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Well, okay. Well, we'll whatever years he wants, we'll get him out there, and we'll play some music on Friday. Sounds good. Sounds really good. You know what song J-Mo played earlier today? And I got it right, and nobody else did, including, I might add, Brad, who is ridiculous on music.
Like you were actually on the air with it? How did this work?
No, I was driving down and I heard it. It was unbelievable. Mark Rogers said, I'll drive out there Friday and dust you. No, Mark, thank you. I know you're incredible, okay? Get out of here. I got to lose all the time.
All right, we have a response.
I get to lose all the time.
Tyler says, of course.
Tyler says, of course. He wants to get beat.
I told you.
Yeah, I have to lose. I mean, for Mark, I have to lose. I have to lose to Al all the time. Why do you want me to lose again?
Read what he said.
By the way, until that coward, and unlike that coward Gideon, he said, our man Skinny out there in Elk City said, please no, Teabag's music is brutal. I agree with you, Skinny. That music is terrible. But anyway, they played the song. Everyone knows it's windy, bump, 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 bump. And windy has stormy eyes. Remember that song?
Oh, of course, the association.
And do you know who did it?
The association.
Thank you, brother, but they didn't know it. I knew it.
Bad.
Mark Rogers did not know it. So, Mark, you think you're all big and bad. You did not know it. I was saying the association. See? But I'm not playing Mark. Mark's unbelievable. That's not his years. That's not even my years. That's Al's years.
That's very good on you to know that.
Well, you know why it is? Because I had a brother that's 7 years older and a sister that was 6 years older. So I did know a lot. And my brother was into like some harsh, hard rock, like Johnny Winter, Edgar Winters, the two brothers, albinos. Like, you know those guys?
Of course. No Deicide or Anthrax or Ghost or none of that.
No, that's not old enough for them though. Remember, he's 70 years old, man. He's over 70 now.
Yeah, but
he liked Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Cream. Oh man, Cream is so good.
I bet he has
In the White Room with dark curtains at the station. That's Eric Clapton, right? With Cream.
Yes. Yeah.
There's another fly in here. We killed a fly, and now there's another one. Jeremy killed a fly for me, and now there's another fly in here rushing at me. But anyway, yeah, I got it right, so there you go. But I don't know. I haven't been doing any music lately, so we'll see. Maybe Tyler will have a chance to beat me.
Like, what'd you listen to on the road? Audiobook? I know you drove, right?
We did have an audiobook. We didn't like it very much. Somebody gave us a book to read. Oh, I know what it was. I talked all about my cousin yesterday.
Yes.
His wife, her father, got shot down out of a plane in World War II, just like my dad did. Only my dad fell in the water, and they picked him up 2 days later. Her dad got they had to go parachute into Malaysia in the jungle. And he was in Malaysia, listen to this, for 8 months.
Oh, my gosh.
And her brother and his son wrote a book about it. Took him 7 years to write it. So Julie was reading that to us as we were riding.
Oh,
and that book, we haven't finished it, but what an unbelievable book. I wish I could remember the name of it. I'll get the name of it. But yeah, what a story. And it's so close to home for me because of my dad, getting shot down.
May I suggest a book to you?
What is? I don't read. I don't read, but what?
It's called With the Old Breed by E.B. Sledge.
What's it about?
Peleliu and Okinawa and those battles that were fought there that were just as vicious as Omaha and the landing at, on D-Day.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a first-hand account.
Well,
it's
text it to me.
I'll do
text it to me.
It's an incredible
You
book.
think they got an audio book of it?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I only listen. I will not read. But let me tell you that, you know what I did last night? So I got a good story for you. So last night, got home, and Julie and I started watching this. We're watching this show now called Vera. Remember the song by Pink Floyd?
I do, yes.
I played it earlier. Vera, what has become of you? Great song. You ever met anybody in your life named Vera?
No,
I did. There was a girl up at Oklahoma State that was a massive groupie for the football and baseball teams, and her name was Vera. But anyway, we're watching this show, so we watch a little bit of it, and Julie, she walks about 3 miles every day. And so she said she wanted to wait till it wasn't as hot. So she went out and watched. So she said, I'm going to go. So we cut it a little bit short. And then she goes walking at 8 o'clock. So I'm sitting there on the couch. And guess what? I hit on this movie that I'd watched a long time ago. And it's called Hacksaw Ridge. You know this movie?
Yeah, I do. It's really good.
Let me tell you something, dude. I was crying on the couch. It's a true story. If you haven't watched it, it's about this dude who would not, because of his faith, would not carry a gun. He wouldn't shoot a gun. And they all made fun of him and they ripped him and everything like that. And he turned out to be he was like a medic. And he turned out to take like 75 dudes out of the battle overnight of that when they went up on Hacksaw Ridge. Well, anyway, I am literally crying my eyes out, dude.
Yeah.
Watching that stuff. And it's a true story. And then at the end, they talk to the guy when he's 92 years old.
You imagine having that much courage? I mean, like that truly is extraordinary.
That war scene, I don't know if you remember it, but that war scene is so wicked, dude. You know who directed that movie?
I don't.
Mel Gibson.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and he did a great job. I mean, a great job. So, yeah, it was, I was crushed. And then we went back to watching Vera. I know people that have been listening all day, they're going to not like this, but can I get a little bit more of Vera, please? Can I hear a little bit? Does anybody here remember Vera Lynn? I got to hear it one more time.
It's such a short song, too, right?
It is. It's barely at all, yeah. Just like A Man Needs It Made by Neil Young. And nobody knows what the songs are, but I love both of them.
And like Breathe from Pink Floyd as well, but
exactly. Oh yeah, you got to fast forward because that's part of the song beforehand.
That's the beauty of Pink Floyd, though.
You're right. They just. Oh my gosh. Remember how she said that we would meet again some sunny day. That's great stuff. Just fast forward a little bit when he goes, Vera! Coming right now. Vera! Oh my gosh. Just one more line here. What has become of you? Is that big league or what, Tony? Huh?
It's a solid record, man. A masterpiece.
Pink Floyd, man. Oh my gosh, man. Pink Floyd is unbelievable. You've seen the movie The Wall?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, gosh, man.
I've gone as far as seeing tribute bands that recreated on stage. Like, I've seen tribute bands just for The Wall, yes.
Was it good?
Absolutely, it was good.
You know, there's a Queen tribute band coming to Oklahoma City, I saw.
You know, some of those are better than others, but if you can find one that is legit, looks like them, sounds like, I mean, obviously, it's the best.
I have a guy, by the way, oh gosh, I'm dead wrong on the Ravens. Shinny's been telling me, according to AI, I was wrong. That surprises me. They've gone over 7 times in the last 10 years. That really surprises me. I'm dead wrong on that. I guess I just can't stand the dang on Ravens. But what was I saying? What were we talking about? The Wall?
Yeah, The Wall.
Oh, Queen tribute band. There's a dude. Do you follow that guy on Instagram?
Oh, you
that
told
sings
me.
Just like him?
Dude, you sent the video to me, and I've seen him. Abby's great.
He sounds exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly like Queen. He is unbelievable. Ugh. Crazy. All right. I'll shut up. We're going to talk some sports. 405-900-9957 is the number. That's our Lucky Star line. I want to let y'all know that we got a lot of things that we've been getting into today. Oklahoma State. I've been calling out Oklahoma State fans about this this whole deal with the data center. I had a great call from a guy who talked about it, saying that it's because it's an agricultural school, that it's a little bit hypocritical to be an ag school and then to bring in this data center. And I understand all that, but I'm telling you, people, they're going to be an ag school for the rest of the daggone existence, but do they want to play big-time football? Big-time football makes more people come to your school. It's proven.
So it's data center or big-time football? That's the choice?
Well, here's the story, Tony. The guy up in Edmond, his last name is Sosa. He offered a deal, $7 billion over 20 years to build a data center, and it's all for AI, all that stuff. You know all about it. But of course, they take a lot of electricity and they take a lot of water, and so people don't like it. So the school said, no, thank you. Well, guess what? They're building a data center up there right now. It has nothing to do with the school, and nobody's stopping it. And OSU had the chance to have a deal of a lifetime. They turned it down. That guy then went. LSU had heard about it, and they talked to LSU, and I think I don't know what's happening with that, but he may do the same thing for LSU. Because, see, his wife is the OSU person. He's not really but he does it for his wife. So the point is that they turned it down. Well, if you want to be a big-time football program nowadays, unfortunately, you've got to raise money. And that was an opportunity for a whole bunch of money. And, I'm sure there's people listening right now that are saying, well, Jim, that's going to really be bad. Well, somebody called in today and told me that someone offered to build a new power plant along with it. So, unfortunately, we live in a world where I don't know unless you just want to be an average football team. If OSU wants to be a team that can go 7-5 or 8-4 and go to nice bowl games, okay. But if they want to challenge to win the league, which they should be, remember when the league started, OSU was one of the 3 teams that most people said would be really good. Of course, Mike Gundy just fell apart, and they're now behind the 8 ball. I love the coach. I love what he's done. But if you want to be big time and, fight against what Texas Tech's doing, you got to think outside the box. And this guy thought outside the box, and OSU didn't want any part of it. See what I'm saying, Tony?
I get it. It's just the resource part of it, man. And it's a tough call.
I know.
Man.
I know. I know it's a tough call.
Water rationing. You're seeing electricity rationing across the country. It's just a tough thing, man.
It is, dude. I'm not gonna disagree with you. And you know what? If I was just someone in Stillwater, Oklahoma, that was an agricultural professor and really didn't care that much about football, I'd say no way. But a football team, it is a proven fact. Go look it up. Football teams that do well, you bring in more kids to the school. It's just that way. And listen, I went to school there. When I would walk to class, I'd see women with Copenhagen cans in their daggone back pocket.
And a big snoo in.
Oh yeah, I saw girls all the time in college around the ag school with big old dips in their mouth. Yeah, I know all about it.
Wow.
I know. Wearing the belt buckles that go downward, that hang down.
Right.
With the old boots I know all about it, man. I know what real cowboys are. I was there. I saw it. I know it's an ag school. But 2026, if you want to win in football, you may have to make some adjustments and some sacrifices. Especially if you build a new power plant. But here's the problem. It's coming in anyway. Right, Tony? It's already coming in.
Unfortunately.
So why not have it come in and help the school?
It's a tough deal.
I know it's tough. I know it's tough. But you know what? I do a sports talk show. I don't do like a regular talk show. I'm not one of those people that's sitting there talking about whether people are going to have water or not. But anyway, I'm not trying to be a jerk.
It's just out there. There are plenty of other communities dealing with the same thing.
All over the country.
All over.
Yep. AI is I don't want to say taking over because I think people are scared of that.
It is.
Yeah, I know, but I do think that they exaggerate a little bit in the amount of jobs that everybody's going to lose and everything.
I looked at the number of data centers here before this recent surge of these things. In the U.S., we have the most data centers in the world. I don't understand why we need more. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess it's just because of AI, right?
I guess so.
I don't know. Look, I'm way down on the daggone chart of having a smart enough brain to figure out all that stuff. What I do know is that if you want to play football and you want to be your best, then you better figure out something about doing it the right way. That's all I missed. They've missed an unbelievable opportunity. They really have. Here it is. Listen to this. They missed a huge opportunity. They could have set up studies to see how it impacts the environment and gotten grants to find ways to offset the environmental impact. This guy, I don't even know who this guy is. Somebody's got my daggone phone number. I don't know. This might be some dude from Stillwater who's let me know that I'm exactly right.
I don't think, though, these major companies that are putting these things together can care about that kind of thing.
Well, Well,
Even
you
if
make
did
them
bring
care.
Even if you did bring, we're seeing these town halls across the country, though, and they seem to either arrest you for saying something or they don't like what you said. We're seeing that.
Well, that's sad because that's not the United States of America.
It is sad.
I know, and I don't agree with that at all. I don't want to be a part of that at all. What I do want to be a part of is seeing OSU play some really, really good football. I think is Lugnut on? Let's get Lugnut on real quick. He's telling me that he needs to come on. Let's bring Lugnut on. You're on the animal, Lugnut. What's the matter? You okay? You there? I don't hear Lugnut.
He's telling me that he needs to come.
Lugnut, turn your radio down. What are you doing?
Gotcha. Jim.
What's up? Why do I need to get you on? Tell me what's wrong.
I know you're not just a regular talk show, but let me just tell you what I found out today. In West Texas, my cousin who now lives in Tulsa from Chandler, he's leasing 250,000 continuous acres in West Texas. And a portion of it is owned by guess who? Texas Public Universities. And on this 250,000 acres, Jim, is going to be data centers and solar energy. And Google is buying it all. $500 an acre. In West Texas, they're paying people $5,000 an acre for wasteland. And guess what, Jim? All the energy is what they call behind the meter. So therefore, there's nothing that is going to increase anybody's bill. And guess how much water those data centers in West Texas are using, Jim? None, because there is none. I mean,
what are they doing?
The advancement of what they're doing, they're running them off of propane and the solar. They're using their own power that they're generating.
Interesting. I didn't know that. See, I don't know a lot about this. I just know that OSU had a chance to have an unbelievable deal and they turned it down.
Yeah, because there's such an outrage from people that are just, I don't know. They just don't, they can't seem to do their own research, and they just want to stick to their original talking points of when these first came out, that they did use a massive amount of water. Everything else and aquifers and so forth, so on. I can sit here and tell you about it for an hour if you want, but I know you don't. But anyway, but yes, if you're not taking the opportunities, Jim, then you're not doing your student athlete. Well, wait a minute, you're not doing your athletes.
That's right. That's right. There's no such thing as a student athlete anymore. Go ahead, say it again. What were you going to say?
And you said it best, man. These kids, and even in high school, Jim, I talk to people all the time. You know my involvement in high school. In fact, I'm getting ready to go do the Squirtle Oklahoma Coach Association girls games tonight at UCO. But how many of these kids today, Jim, would even go to college if it wasn't for athletics and extracurricular activities in high school? I mean,
sure,
it's an integral part, and I understand that you got to be able to, 2 + 2. Dexter Manley couldn't, but I mean, he turned out okay. But I mean, it's just today's world, Jim, is so evolving. And
I agree, and I could listen. I could go on and on. And you know what, Lugnut? I could go on, and people aren't going to want to hear this because it sounds terrible. But I could go on how there are millions, thousands and thousands of people around the country that have a degree for something that they're not using. I'm serious.
I have one in political science, Jim.
Yeah. How's that helped you?
It hasn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. So,
but
all right, Lugnut, thanks, brother.
Go to college. My grandma told me I had to go to college or she'd cut me off, so I went to college.
I love that. See you, brother. Thanks. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's so much. This could be an entire hour, Tony, to talk about this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know all about it,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's crazy. But my part of it is I do a sports talk show. I used to play football at Oklahoma State. I am unbiased towards them, but I would really like to see them be good. I want OU and OSU. The best ever was when OU was number 2 in the country and OSU was number 5 in the country. That was unbelievable stuff. That's what we want. Basketball, same thing. But OSU, I mean, they got to come out of the 1900s.
You would have to admit, though, that if the consequences outweighed the pros, you would side with the more rational argument here, though, right?
What I would side with is I would find every possible ability to make money off of it if it's coming. And if there was no data center being built in Stillwater right now, your point would be a lot stronger. But there is one being built. So why not take advantage of it and be a part of it and make money off of it so that your football program can be better? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're right. There are some problems, but somehow they got it through in Stillwater. It's being built. And they're being built, like you said, all over the country.
Regardless, they got through. I mean, it doesn't make it right, though. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm not even talking about right and wrong. I'm talking about if they're going to put it there, why not benefit from it? That's all I'm saying.
And I see that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, if your argument is don't put it there, Tony, I'm with you. I mean, we can have a tremendous argument. I don't know how I stand totally, but I understand all the problems. You and I have talked about them before. But if it's coming, then it should be part of Oklahoma State University making some money for I think the most important thing, but one of the most important things at the university. That's all I'm saying. But nope, they turned it down. And I'll tell you what, if LSU does it, it'll be even worse because they had the opportunity to be the ones that did it. Time for no genie break. I'm really late, so we'll come back to Rob's Ranch next. Take some phone calls. Barry Trammell coming up in a little bit. Stay with us on the Animal.
The Sports Animal Studios, powered by the OKC Thunder.
Level up your game this summer at Thunder Youth Basketball Camps, presented by Simple Modern. Kids ages 6 to 16 across Oklahoma can learn new skills, compete, and have fun. Find a camp near you at OKCThunder.com/summer camp.
Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
You have the freedom to save at Mathis Home on an incredible selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, all specially priced at just $4.99. Relax in your new Lazy Boy tonight and enjoy the freedom to save at your furniture superstore, Mathis Home.
Christmas is coming early with Christmas in July at Fire Lake Casino. Earn 50 points Sunday through Saturday for your chance to qualify for the big Saturday drawings all month long in July. Win amazing prizes like TVs, gaming consoles, freezers, tool sets, and more. Plus, enjoy happy hour Monday through Friday from noon to 2 and again from 5 to 7 p.m. Don't miss all the action at the new hometown original Fire Lake Casino, located at 41170 Hardesty Road in Shawnee. Come play, win, and celebrate all summer long at Fire Lake Casino.
At Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, we love what makes this state special. Neighbors showing up for each other.
That same spirit powers coats for kids.
One coat means a warmer walk to school. One less worry for our family when the cold sets in.
Last year, that generosity brought in more than 7,000 coats.
This year, you can help.
Donate a new coat at any Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance office or ask your local OKFB agent.
Coats for kids.
Because in Oklahoma, taking care of each other is simply what we do.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Oklahoma City will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 405-942-3100. That's 405-942-3100. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000.
Let's make a plan to get home safely, Oklahoma. Drivers and cyclists working together. If you're driving, keep your eyes up and look out for cyclists. You're required to give them 3 feet, but it's good to give a little more. If you're biking, remember the law treats you just like a vehicle. So ride with traffic in a straight path. Obey traffic lights and signal before you turn. Get home safely for the people who love you. And let's get there together, Oklahoma. Brought to you by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office.
98.1 FM, WWLS, the sports animal.
Now you're messing with the... You know what? I don't know who sings it. Anthrax. I don't know who is it.
Anthrax. That's a good guess. Nazareth.
Oh, Nazareth. They sing Love Hurts.
Yeah. Hair of the Dog.
Yeah. Okay. I like that song. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take phone calls. We're at Rob's Ranch today in Purcell. Let's get to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? Man, I was going to call in about the data centers.
Go right ahead.
One of the things I haven't heard anybody talk about is the light pollution. These things are bright. And I know out north of Piedmont, they're talking about building one. And I mean, you can look up like in some of the, like northern Texas, you can look at these pictures online and see how bright they are at night compared to daylight, you know, in the morning. And it looks almost identical. And I know I live out north, past Waterloo, and I kind of like it out there. I'm on an acre, and it's kind of, you know, it's country, but it's not. And but man, when you put one of those out there, it's gonna light.
Now you're talking about at night. You're talking about night when the lights are all on.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't. They've got security. You know, you've got security cameras on there. You've got I mean, it's lit up like the 4th of July.
Okay, so you can see it from your house?
No, they haven't built it yet.
Okay,
they're talking about building it. Yes.
Okay,
but
will you go to a town hall and say no? Will you go to a town hall and say you don't want it?
I will. I will weigh the pros and cons. But, like Lugnut said, they do have them now where they're not using water, but the other thing is like the one out at Piedmont. I may be wrong on this, but it was like it's going to be like 1.5 megawatts or gigawatts. I think it's 1.5 gigawatts. That's a lot of electricity. Sure. And I'm already out there far north where, you know, we have all the oil drilling and stuff. So those guys are tapping into the electricity, and it's our electricity goes off all the time just because.
Yeah,
you know,
that's tough.
I guess where we're at. But
I see that side. Okay, I appreciate you, my man. Thanks for the call. Good stuff. Yeah, see, I want to hear from people like that because I don't know a whole bunch about it. I know about this situation, Tony, in Stillwater because I've talked to about 15 different people before I went on the air with this strongly.
Yeah.
But I don't know about all the ins and outs of like someone that lives near one or someone that's going to live near one. So I want people to call in.
I've heard about like debilitating white noise, the high-pitched noise that it makes constantly. I've heard about that.
Oh, really? So it hums like it makes a really high noise?
I mean, I guess you thought fracking sounded like something. This is something else.
Interesting. Okay, good. Back to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim, it's Will from Norman. How are you?
Good. How are you, my man?
I'm doing well. Hey, I saw something I thought was right up your alley the other day. I'm not a big Bill Simmons guy, but I was reading his post about Sam Presti and what he kind of did for Spencer Jones and the Nuggets. And I just wanted to see how you felt about that. And everybody's just a little too nice these days, it feels like. And
I talked about it yesterday. I talked about it yesterday, man. I don't think there's any doubt if you put a true serum in Sam Presti, he said to himself, I think Spencer Jones would be the kind of player that we like. He's a defensive guy, blah, blah, blah. But if they do match, that's going to put him over the second. I think Sam Presti is playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. So I agree with, but I think Bill Simmons does it in a different way because he's a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Bill Simmons likes himself more than he likes most people. But, I thought that was something that was kind of a breath of fresh air, something we don't see very often. And I kind of wish we saw more teams do it for people that they like. But, even if it's just to hurt a rival, I mean, that helps them in all kinds of ways. And it's just kind of nice to see some fire. So.
I got another one. Listen to this real quick. The Atlanta Hawks have given up their pick. Their number one pick next year is San Antonio's. So do you think it's a coincidence that they sent both Wiggins and Dort to Atlanta? So maybe make them better so that they get higher up and they're better so that the pick isn't as low. What do you think about that? That's another one that's great.
I saw that too, and I think anything you can do to hurt a rival feels almost as good as winning it yourself. So,
I'm with you, dude.
Win it, let's take them down with us. Thanks, Jim.
I'm with you, man. Thanks, brother. I'm telling you, man, you guys, Oklahoma City Thunder fans, you guys are lucky, man. You got an unbelievable, I was going to say athletic director, unbelievable general manager. This guy, he's missed on some people. I mean, nobody ever likes to talk about that. I do. But he's missed on some picks. But the point is, he's thinking out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to say this again, Tony. He's thinking outside the box. Do you think that these general managers are sitting there going, now, the Denver Nuggets are in some trouble, and Spencer Jones is up to be taken. And if I give him an offer that makes them match, that's going to put them into the second apron, and that's going to help us a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. I don't think all the general managers in the league think like that, Tony. I really don't.
It's obvious, man. The guy cushions the blow with, something that's going to have to happen anyways. He makes it the best for the organization, then makes moves that debilitates other franchises. I mean, it's brilliant, dude. He's got it.
Yeah, and here's the deal. Denver is in trouble. They're the only team in the entire league right now that's in the second apron. They're going to have to get rid of somebody, just like the Thunder are doing now. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if the NBA Players Association, the head of that was standing in front of me right now, you know what I'd say to him? I'd say, dude, how stupid were you when you agreed to this second apron? How dumb were you? I mean, I guarantee that the owners gave him something to let this get through, just like baseball did, just like football did. Baseball, it never happens because the Baseball Players Association doesn't let it happen. Because it's ridiculous. And now you're hearing these rumblings about the Players Association, how they're really mad about the second apron. Well, you agreed to it. It just drives me crazy.
What could they have given them?
Well, here's the deal. I said this yesterday, Tony. I don't know if you heard me, but
I did.
Okay, Donald Fear, when he ran the Players Association, every spring training, he or a representative would come to every single camp in the league in spring training. And we would meet with them for about an hour and a half every single year. And he would say, this is what we're thinking. What do you guys think? Blah, 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 blah. We don't like this. What do you and we would talk about it. Okay. Now, I don't know if they do this in these other teams, but eventually you would have thought that somebody who had a brain would have said, now, wait a minute now, let's dig into this second apron thing that they're offering. Because let's see what could happen. No, what the NFL does to the Players Association? They give them another %. We'll give you 1 more % of the earnings. And then they go, oh, okay. And then guess what? When Tom Brady has to face the commissioner when he cheats, and the commissioner is the judge, jury, and the executioner, and everybody's mad about it, that's what you agreed to.
You give yourself zero
leverage. It's so stupid.
Zero leverage.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Because you know why? Because they can't see around getting more money. They can't see around it. Baseball Players Association, they didn't care as much about the money as they did all the things that were around it. We knew we were going to make a bunch of money. And I say we people because I'm part of the Players Association. We knew we were going to get a bunch of money, but we wanted to make sure there weren't little things that were going to, excuse my language, screw us.
Yeah.
But this Players Association, the NBA, they don't know what they're doing. Now it's like, oh, I don't know about this second apron. Yeah. You know when you're supposed to say that? Before you sign the deal.
Right, before the deal.
Yeah. Crazy. It really is crazy. Really is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm talking way too much today. I'm going to talk a little bit about the data centers with Tram. And I'm going to also talk a little bit about that I just brought up. So we'll do that when we get back. I appreciate everybody, though. Call tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll just let you know, if you can, call a little bit earlier. You really be good then.
Don't hang up, for goodness sakes, here. They hang on for a long time and they hang up. I don't get it.
Yeah, shouldn't do that. Maybe they got to go somewhere. You never know. Maybe they're getting home.
Right.
They got to go in to see their wives. We'll take an OG&E break. Come back here to Rob's Ranch, nonprofit Christ Center Recovery Center for Men. Their slogan is "Expect a Miracle." And boy, they do it. I've seen some unbelievable changes, people. I've seen people come out of detox and come here, and 60 days, 90 days later, they're unbelievable. Their lives are back together. Their families are happy. If you need help, let us know. You can always message me on Instagram. I promise you I'll get you to the right people. Barry Trammell's next, right here on the home of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Sports and Nemo.
A new season of college football is coming. Closer to kickoff. Closer to chaos. Closer to the big games and even bigger expectations. From Norman to Stillwater, the countdown to Saturdays is on. 39 days. The countdown to college football in Oklahoma on 98.1 FM. WWLS. The Sports Animal is presented by Rob's Ranch.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Christmas is coming early with Christmas in July at Fire Lake Casino. Earn 50 points Sunday through Saturday for your chance to qualify for the big Saturday drawings all month long in July. Win amazing prizes like TVs, gaming consoles, freezers, tool sets, and more. Plus, enjoy happy hour Monday through Friday from noon to 2 and again from 5 to 7 p.m. Don't miss all the action at the new hometown original Fire Lake Casino, located at 41170 Hardesty Road in Shawnee. Come play, win, and celebrate all summer long at Fire Lake Casino.
What's better than a boomerang burger on a Monday? A half-price boomerang burger on a Monday. That's right. The classic burger you love is half price on Mondays. Juicy, tender beef on a warm, soft bun. And made just the way you like it. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
Guys, we know our weight. We know how many steps we're taking a day. We even know our credit score. But when's the last time you checked your testosterone level? Low energy, trouble focusing, stubborn weight, low motivation. Those could be signs of low T. And just like me, you don't have to go through that every day. Just go see my friends at Revive Men's Health OKC, and the staff at Revive make it easy to figure out what's going on with you. And once you know your number, you can finally do something about it. That's because they personalize every treatment based on your testosterone
testosterone levels, and they offer in-clinic or telemedicine visits with discreet shipping if treatment is prescribed. Look, Revive is trusted by over 100,000 men across the country, and that includes me. You don't have to rely on pills on the internet. You get started right away, and for me, I felt more like my younger self very quickly. Just call Revive Men's Health OKC at 405-942-3100. That's 405-942-3100, or visit revivemenshealth.com. The bottom line, don't guess. Know your number, feel better, live stronger.
Paid for by Auto Discount Policy.
Oh man, my car insurance went up this month.
And you're still going to keep that policy?
Yeah, I've had the same auto insurance for years. My rate's gone up a little, but that's just how it works, right?
I was the same way. Just paid whatever they told me. Then I called Auto Discount Policy and found out I was overpaying by hundreds a year.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, it took me 5 minutes. I called and they compared rates from top providers. They even saved me $650 a year.
Wait, $650 just for making one call?
Yep, they don't care about your driving record, credit score, even if you're not insured right now.
Okay, I'm calling right now.
Don't settle for the same auto insurance plan. Find out how you can save up to $650 a year on auto insurance. There's no obligation, no hassle, just real savings you can start putting back in your pocket today. Call 800-735-2036. That's 800-735-2036. One last time, 800-735-2036.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you washed that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. No, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever. Now with odor fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Sniff the difference. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real fruit tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Now, Barry Trammell from the Tulsa World joins Jim Traber and Al Eschbach. Barry is furnished by Mathis Home, featuring the largest selection of stylish furniture with unbeatable prices. Visit a Mathis Home store or mathishome.com. This is Total Dominance on 98.1 FM, WWLS, The Sports Animal, thesportsanimal.com, and the Sports Animal app.
We're back. I'm at Rob's Ranch, and I'm joined now by Mr. Barry Trammell, and this show's known as the Total
Dominance
Hour. How you doing today, Tram?
Not too bad, really. Had a good day. I lost my keys, I thought, in
That
Fort
stinks.
Smith, Arkansas, and got home and found them. They were in one of my bags. So
Well, that's
that would have been good. Yeah, that would.
No, that would have been really bad. Really bad.
Real bad.
Hey, I wanted to know, do you know that, you probably don't know yet, but we're going to start getting it out on the air a little bit more, but 2 weeks from yesterday is the return of Mr. Al Eschbach. It is also his 50th anniversary of radio.
Really?
And we are having a big
That
old
day?
party.
That day?
Monday, August the 10th. And we are going to have a big party at Othello's.
I figured that when you said the party, I figured we were going to Othello's.
Yep,
I'm
we're going to
write
go
that
down there. We're going to have a big party. We want everybody. We definitely have to have you there. But we're going to have everybody come to Othello's and celebrate Al 50 years on the radio, which I'm just telling you this, Tram. I don't know about you, but 50 years doing anything, I just think is amazing.
It's pretty wild. I assume I didn't hear Al's first show, but I was listening not long after that.
Were you really? So you listened to him back on KTOK?
Oh, yeah. Well, heck yeah.
And that was before you knew him?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm asking
I
you
was
this.
I was 15 years old. Yeah, I was 15 years
15.
old.
Right. Let me ask you this. Did you go, oh my gosh, man, this dude, what kind of voice does he have?
No, because I sort of knew.
Okay.
Al had a little bit of he was a newspaper writer, but he was like pretty prominent at press conferences and the TVs, the sports reports, which people hung on in the 70s. You lived for the 10 o'clock sports after games and stuff. And you could hear, sometimes you'd hear him some He'd seen him a little bit on television, not much, but some. So I sort of had a vague idea of not just Al, but his background and, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be awesome. So I just want to let everybody know, mark it out, August 10th. Othello's, we're going to make sure, we're going to try to do our best to make sure that we're going to get some sound in the other part of the room, and we're also going to hopefully have some sound outside. And it's going to be hot, but they'll have some, some water and stuff, and we may have a band that plays later. So it's going to be a good time. Tram, let's talk a little bit. I don't know, have you listened to the show at all today?
No, I've not been able to today.
Okay, couple things I want to get into you. The first one is, I've been for about 3 weeks or 5 weeks, something like that. I was maybe about 5 weeks ago. I had an OSU person message me about that I had a lot of respect for. Messaged me about this data center thing with the Rick Sosa guy. And for people that don't know, he gave an offer to Oklahoma State for a 20-year deal on this data center for $7 billion. And it was a great deal. It was real. It wasn't fake. They were going to build a data center up there. And it was, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but their money and things was going to go to, to NIL and things like that. And OSU turned it down. Now, I did have a guy call me today and say, Jim, there's so many ag people that don't agree with it at all. And I understand that. But then I guess that Rick Sosa now is in talks, or maybe talks are over with LSU to do kind of the same thing. And I just think, Tram, now listen, I've heard both sides. Lugnut called in and said they're doing it out in western Texas, and they're not taking any water. They're doing all different kind of things now where there is no water out in western Texas, but they figured out different ways to do it with solar and all these other things. But the point is, one of these things takes up a lot of water usually, but they're getting better at that, but a lot of electricity. And I guess there's a lot of light, there's a lot of it's really lit up and everything. So anyway, they had the chance to really put themselves on the map, almost like the Texas Tech thing, and they turned it down. And I want to say to you, Tram, that I understand kind of why they turned it down, but I also think that if you're going to try to become a big-time football program, I think maybe you have to, I don't know what the word is, but maybe do something that you don't totally agree with that's going to help what you are. Because let's face it, the football program at these schools are massive. So you tell me how I'm totally wrong and thinking that I think they probably should have done this deal.
No, I don't know.
Because, by the way, they're building one right now. They're building it right now, Tram, without this. So go ahead.
You mean in Louisiana?
In Stillwater. Matter of fact, the guy that you and I both know very well has someone that's making $58 a daggone day working up, or $58 an hour working on the thing. So my point is, what do you think about all this, Tram?
Well, here's what I would say. I don't know enough. I read all about the data center controversy. And I don't, so I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert on how rough it is on the environment, how much of a threat it is to our water supply. I don't know. Smarter people than that have to tell me. I do think this. I do think if it is, here's what I would say. Some of the problems or some of the friction is political. I don't even know which side of the politics people, which side of the, right, left, any of that. I don't even know which side they fall on in this.
Yeah, so you're right.
So I don't know. But I know a lot of it is political. And if they made that decision based on politics, well, that was a mistake. But if they made that decision based on the science that they know, or the knowledge that they have, which OSU would be a pretty good school to know a lot of this. They got great engineering, they got great agriculture, all that kind of stuff. Well, then I think it's a legitimate decision. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. And I just don't. Every time I read these data centers, we've had controversies in Edmond, in Coweta, in all kinds of towns across Oklahoma.
Yep.
And it's just a case of, I don't feel qualified to start commenting on it. So that's what I would say.
I'm not a whole bunch smarter than you, but what I do know is that the daggone it's being built. If they would have said, okay, we're not going to have a data center, then okay, I can understand that. But if they're going to build it anyway, why wouldn't you take the advantage of this guy coming in and saying we can do this and make a lot of money for the school? Why wouldn't you do it?
Why is he giving him money if he's already getting it? I mean, I don't understand what was OSU going to give him that he doesn't already have.
Listen, I don't know the answer to any of that stuff. I've been trying to figure it out. I wish I could. If anybody knows Rick Sosa, I'd love to talk to the guy. Have you ever seen him? Do you know him?
No, and I don't even think he's an OSU person. I think it's his wife.
No, his wife is. His wife is. That's why he'd be willing to do it with LSU. But I don't know the ins and outs. I understand. I'm not the most environmental deal. I mean, I want to take care of the world and the universe and everything like that. But I'm just saying that if it's going to be built anyway, this could really put you on the map. And let's face facts: these football players aren't student athletes anymore. Tram, right? You know that they're not student athletes anymore. They're daggone football players, and it's pretty much a professional football player now.
Yeah, you know what? Let me say this, though. You know, let me say this, Jim. You know what's interesting to me?
What's that?
Throughout all this upheaval of college football with the changes, the pay to play, the rampant movement, the lawsuits, all that stuff, it seems to me that somebody, I'm not saying it's the NCAA, I'm not saying it's the conferences, I'm not saying it's individual schools, but somebody sort of maintained the level of academics that I think we had before. Now, the one thing that's changed in the last 5 years is virtual classes, online classes, those things. Now, if you want to engage in a debate that says that means you're not getting near as good of an education as you did before, if you want to tell me that some of this is not as legit as it used to be, you probably have a willing audience. I'm probably listening to you there. But I hear things like, the graduation level has not gone way down. People are still getting their players graduated. So I'm into that. That intrigues me. That intrigues me.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting part of it.
What you're saying is they are pro football players on every level. They're pro football players. They are not amateur football players. They are professional football players. But it comes with some academic requirements. So
yeah, you're right.
I think that's interesting. Yeah,
I agree. I'm telling you right now, if we took 1,000 people that were listening to us, what percentage of them would be saying that have a degree, not a master's, but just a bachelor's degree? How many of them would say they're not using it in the work that they do? Percentage-wise, 65, 70?
Yeah,
I bet you there's a bunch. It's crazy. That's all I'm saying. The whole thing is going crazy now, and if you're going to want to be a big-time football program, I think you got to do some things that, I don't want to say it's immoral, but maybe it's something that you don't totally agree with. Anyway, it's just something that's interesting to me, and I've been trying to do a little bit of work on it. So let's take an Genie break. I'm at Rob's Ranch today. Love being here. We'll tell you all about it down in Purcell with Mr. Barry Tramble. This show's known as the Total
Dominance
Hour.
According to Merriam-Webster, the word grand means magnificent, stately, majestic, lavish, sumptuous, grandiose, imposing in appearance or impression, sublime, intended to impress. Well, at the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort, we believe all of those definitions apply. From the table games, the Brazilian Steakhouse, the Grand Spa, the Grandstand Sports Bar, to the all-new Grand Food Court, Grand Casino Hotel and Resort will always live up to its name. Have a grand time at the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort in Shawnee. Don't we all deserve the grand treatment? GrandResortOK.com.
Jackie Cooper Tent and Electronics is Oklahoma's leader in car audio, dash cams, and window tint for your home and car. Jackie Cooper Tent and Electronics.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, one day Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
Paid for by Marr Law Firm, 3100 Northwest, 149th Street, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Allstate Insurance is under investigation from the United States Senate for altering damage estimates, lying to policyholders, and engaging in unfair practices to pay less on claims. Allstate makes up excuses to blame storm damage on issues like wear and tear, defective shingles, or even improper installation, leaving you to pay for expensive repairs yourself. Has Allstate wrongfully denied or underpaid your homeowner's insurance claim? You need to call the Marr Law Firm immediately and claim victory. The Marr Law Firm is Oklahoma's leading insurance bad faith law firm. For over 30 years, we have uncovered the insurance companies' schemes and brought them to light, and we never let the insurance companies forget it. Call now for a free evaluation of your claim. Call 1-800-865-8558. Again, 1-800-865-8558. That's 1-800-865-8558.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000.
How can I help you?
Live agent!
Stop talking to robots and start talking to Cumulus Digital. Get help from a real digital marketing expert who knows your streets and neighbors. Go to cumulusdigital.com, fill out the form, and connect to a real person.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City. The Sports Animal, a Cumulus station.
And now, more total dominance. Dominant power. On 98.1 FM, WWLS, The Sports Animal.
And we're back here at Rob's Ranch, Path to Miracles. Unbelievable what they do. And it's, I'm telling you, if you need some help, you know somebody that does, this is the place. Christ-Centered Recovery Center for Men. I'm joined now by Mr. Barry Trammell. This show's known as the Total Dominance Hour. Okay, Tram, we might have talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I'm leading into something, okay? Oh my gosh, my phone's ringing. What the heck's going on here? Do people not know that I'm working? Okay. All right, so the deal with the guy from now I forgot his name. The guy from the Denver Nuggets at the Thunder, Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones. Do you agree with me that there was an ulterior motive that if you either make a match and they go over the limit, or you get him and he's a pretty good, nice player that could help? Do you agree that was part of Presti's deal?
Yeah, I think he was trying to put the vice grip on the Nuggets.
Absolutely. Okay. Do
you
you
know
also
why?
agree?
You know why he did that?
What?
You know why he did that? Because he couldn't do it to the Spurs.
Right. That's for sure. You're right. He can't. No, the Spurs are about 3 years away from having those problems.
Yes.
Okay. So, here's the other thing. Do you agree with me that he knew that San Antonio had Atlanta's first round pick next year, and he sent Wiggins and Dort there. Maybe he could have gone somewhere else, but he did it purposely so that the two of them would go there to make them better and maybe make that pick not as good. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think that wasn't the number one reason.
No, but it's part of it, though.
I think it was an added benefit.
In other words, this dude, we like to say he's playing chess while other people are playing checkers. Right? I mean, Presti's amazing.
And really what he's done, he's really playing three-dimensional chess. There's not any stupid franchises except maybe like the Nets or the Kings. The Kings are probably in a class of their own.
Right.
And, not that long ago, 10 years ago, and Sam Presti not only could, but did bamboozle all kinds of people. But, and the Celtics did the same, and all kinds of people. You can't do much of that anymore.
Right.
Because people are getting too smart. But so everybody except the Kings are playing chess, but Sam's probably playing some three-dimensional chess. Did you like Star Trek growing up, Jim?
I wasn't a big Star Trek guy.
I sort of like Star Trek.
You loved it?
Yeah, I'm way better than Star Wars. Star Wars seems like just a bunch of guys flying around in spaceships.
I'll tell a true story. I've only watched Star Wars 1. That's it. I haven't watched any more of them. I loved Star Wars 1, but I was done with it after that. So
yeah, but they got Star Trek invented three-dimensional chess. I don't know if there's even any rules to it, but it's chessboard with three boards, and you can sort of weird. But that's what Sam's doing. So that'll help. Okay. That'll help.
So I heard a guy on ESPN today. I don't even know his name is because on First Take I watched that show. Everybody's on vacation, so it's some guy I don't even know who he was. But he said something that I had never thought of, and I want to see what you think of this. Okay, so Giannis wins a championship in Milwaukee, and then they try their best to, quote, bring in people for him. In the meantime, they get rid of people that you and I think are the core of a daggone team, like Drew Holiday. Right?
Yeah, Drew Holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt about it.
And then Lopez, I could say Lopez is that kind of guy too, right? So anyway, they get rid of all those guys. It doesn't go well. And then they now know that they're paying a guy to be on a losing team, and they send him to Miami. All right? Listen to this. It is similar except one part in Denver. Okay? By the way, Giannis won, did he win 2 MVPs? I think he might have won 2 MVPs.
Yeah, he might have.
Maybe, right? So you got Jokic in Denver. He is unbelievable. He's won 3 MVPs. They win 1 championship. And his contract, he could renew this year. He could get another contract. Now, if he waits until next summer, he'll get like $100 million more or something. Well, guess what? They know this is coming, just like with Giannis, and they've ditched people and they're having a hard time, and blah 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 blah. Is there a possibility? If you're running the Denver Nuggets, because let's face facts, they are no better than third in the West, and frankly, I think far away from the first 2. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think they're getting far closer to the pack than the top.
Well, it's the same thing with Milwaukee. After they won their championship, they went progressively down. Well, Denver lost in the semifinals to the Thunder 2 years ago, and then this year they lost in the round before that, the first, right? They lost right away. So they're going backwards.
Yeah.
So if you're running the Denver Broncos, which, by the way, you know what's amazing? I'm flying all over the place today. But Kroenke, do you know that he's had 5 different leagues that he owns teams that win championships? Did you know that? 5 different teams.
What's the 5th?
Arsenal, the soccer team.
Oh, really?
Over there. He owns them, and they just won another championship. And he has the Avalanche, and he has, who's the other one he has? The Rams, and then there's one more.
Yeah, but who?
Oh, it's the WNBA, I think, or maybe something else like that. But anyway, he's won 5 championships. Do you think there's a chance that he'll say we need to trade Jokic?
I guess there's a chance. Boy, it'd be hard to trade though.
Oh, maybe really hard. What would you do, though?
Well, I mean, I don't know what I'd do. They're so hamstrung, and you know the